Prime Minister Perry Christie makes history today as the first Bahamian Prime Minister to have an audience with the Pope at the Vatican. The Pope and the Prime Minister spoke privately for about 20 minutes before being joined by members of the Prime Minister's delegation, which included his wife, Bernadette Christie, Ministers Fred Mitchell and Ryan Pinder, and Senior Policy Advisor Sir Waltrin Bethel.
Clint Watson reports tonight on the meeting between the two leaders and reaction from the Archbishop of the local Catholic Church in this exclusive interview with ZNS News.
It may only have been a mere 20 minutes, but the impact undoubtedly will last a lifetime. Prime Minister Perry Christie's historic meeting with Pope Francis at the Vatican today paid tribute to the Roman Catholic Church in the Bahamas and gratitude for the thousands of Catholics contributing to the development of our country. Archbishop of the Catholic Church in the Bahamas, His Grace Reverend Patrick Pinder, says while they've achieved much in the religious arena, he signals education as the most significant contribution to the country's social development.
I like to say our largest footprint has been in the area of education, but we've been involved for well over a century now. And of course, our commitment there remains firm.
Mr. Christie recommitted himself to helping the poor and the underprivileged. He spoke about the government's work in serving the poor in the Urban Renewal Program. While talking about his son Adam, he mentioned the assistance his administration is giving to children with special needs. Archbishop Pinder was humbled to hear the commendation he received by Prime Minister Christie during his meeting with the Pope.
Well, it's a wonderful support, but as you know, I'm in constant contact with the Holy Father's personal representative, so he knows very, very well and firsthand what I'm doing here. And as you know, I have to give an account of my stewardship on a regular basis to the Holy Father through the Holy See. But I certainly appreciate a positive word in that regard. Thank you.
Later, the Prime Minister, the ministers, and the Senior Policy Advisor met with the Secretary of State, Archbishop Pietri Parolin, and exchanged views on world affairs. This was the first meeting of the Secretary of State in his new post. The Prime Minister agreed that he would advance a name shortly of a Bahamian to serve as non-resident ambassador to the Vatican in an effort to deepen relations on a number of issues, including education and migrant issues.
It would, of course, as you say, increase the relations and the contacts. And that would be a good thing. I recall in 2004, when I received the pallium as the first Bahamian Archbishop, there was an official delegation from the Bahamas government there at the Vatican at that time. It did not include the Prime Minister, but it certainly included a cabinet minister, and I believe one or two other individuals from the Bahamian High Commission in London. So I think it would be a good thing to increase that.
Archbishop Pinder will get his chance to meet with Pope Francis next year, a visit he is looking forward to.
Well, there's always a sense of excitement, you know, but of course it's a time when I according to the Code of Canon Law, have to give an account for my stewardship. So it's always interesting. He could always ask me a question that might surprise me. But it's wonderful.
The Bahamas is said to have good Vatican relations, those relations dating back as far as 1979, when Pope John Paul II made a visit to the Bahamas. It was his first to an English-speaking country. Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.